Welcome everybody to Shift into Your Greatness Live. I am your host, Arletta Moore. Yeah. Coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. And so here's the idea. I thought it was a good idea for me to go into my Clubhouse to do this instead of being at home. Hey Sharon, thank you so much for joining in. So I thought it was a good idea for me to come from my Clubhouse. Well, as you can see, there is an echo, and then there's people in there. They're playing games. Da da da. I tried to close everything in, but it didn't work. So we're gonna keep going on with this show. Now, earlier I told you guys this was gonna be about what are you afraid of? But before we get started, just want to kind of touch on some things that we should do. One, have you gotten, hold on, your book, Motivated for Greatness, your 7-step guide to mastering your greatness? Have you gotten the book? Yeah. I'm so excited about this. First time author, first time self-publishing. And I can tell you, last month was the most exciting month that I've ever had. Because one, I published, it got out there, but so many people was like excited about the book. And I'm like, oh, and so many people purchased the book, which was even better. So with that being said, guys, I want to go ahead and get started and talk to you about what are you afraid of? So this is what I was thinking. We are now in an age where that you can be an entrepreneur, pretty much you can monetize anything, everything. I mean, if you think about it, 10 years ago, we didn't have Uber. And now we have Uber. Yes, I'm an Uber driver. Got to have multiple streams of income. So that's why I'm a driver. But yeah, 10 years ago, we didn't have Uber. And then I started thinking about Airbnb. Now, those platforms, Uber does not own any vehicle, but is a multi-billion-dollar company. 2, Airbnb doesn't own any real estate, but it's a multi-billion-dollar company. And you know why? It's because of software and because we are in an age, technology age, where everything you can think of is people are coming up with ideas out the woodwork. And so the title I wanted to tell you is that what are you afraid of? Why isn't there more entrepreneurs out there? And what are you afraid of? Not just even that, you don't even have to be an entrepreneur, but you can be someone that has a nonprofit. So what are we afraid of? Why do we feel that we can't do stuff? What's holding us back? Why is it that we have this mental capacity that we can't do things? So here's the thing. I thought of something. People are afraid because they feel like fear. And the fear is the ultimate thing. But here's why people are afraid. They are afraid of rejection. They are afraid of what people would think about them. They are afraid of risk. And not only that, they are afraid of stepping out. I guess that is risk, stepping out on faith. I was looking at this the other day and I realized everybody has these quotes and these sayings, fear is the false evidence appearing real, and all these other acronyms for fear, but nobody will step out on faith and trust God in the process. Let me tell you, I said this last week. Hey Jamil, hey Reverend Diane, thank you so much for joining. I said this last week. I and some of you don't know that I stepped out on faith last year, walked away from my job. And I tell you, that was fearful. I mean, I was a scared sister. I don't know what, but I did it. But I also had a cushion. I had a cushion because I saved up some money, and so I had that cushion until the cushion is starting to run out. And now fear started to come up in me. And I remember what I wrote in Motivated for Greatness. And that was one of the things that I had to overcome, is overcome fear and overcoming the fact that I did not have to get approval from everybody. I realized that even in this entrepreneurship, everybody is not on your bandwagon, and everybody is not going to support you. Even family. I think that's what hurted me the most. Family didn't support. And that's why I was like, okay, yes, Jamil, you're right. And there's the other thing of fear. Jamil just said some people are afraid of success. But why? Why are we afraid of success? And so what I was saying back is like I had this fear that I was like, okay, nobody's going to like the book. You know, what people going to say? I was scared to tell my mother that I was walking away from my job. For what reason? But here's the thing, people. We don't have to be fearful of it. God did not give us the spirit of fear. So why do we have it? If he didn't even give it to us, why are we fearful? Why? What I've come to realize with myself, reason why I was fearful, because I was so busy trying to please people, and I was scared of what people thought of me. When I'm a child of God, I really shouldn't care what people think of me. Because God is my ultimate provider. He's the one that's going to take me to the next level. So let me ask you this. People feel the need of approval. Yes, Sharon, you're absolutely correct. People feel the need of approval. And that's the point that I was trying to drive. If we are so caught up in people's approval, when God told us not to depend on men anyway, told us to depend on him. So if he told us to do that, then why are we looking at people for approval when the only approval we need to get is from God? As long as we are doing what he has called us to do, then we don't have to fear nothing. But I'm not just talking, I'm talking to myself as well, because I did it. And then my mentor told me, she was like, okay, she gave me this sheet. She said, I want you to go out there and I want you to take your book and tell 10 people a day about your book. Do you know I was afraid to do that? Oh, these strangers, what they going to do? What they going to say about that? And I was like, wait a minute, this is your business, girl. This is your business. If you are afraid of your own business, how can you convince somebody to buy your book? And that's when I realized that I had to stop being afraid. So I'm asking you guys, what is it that you want to do that scares you the most? And a lot of times that thing that scares you the most is the exact thing that you should do. Is the exact thing you should do. The thing that you are most afraid of. Because you have to step out. You got to not only trust in God, but trust in yourself. Hey, Maliaka, how you doing? Thank you for joining. You got to trust in yourself. So a lot of times fear of success is fear of you not thinking you good enough. I'm not good enough to start this nonprofit organization. I'm fearful that I'm not confident enough that I can go and talk in front of people. Because I know that's a lot of people's fear. Oh, I don't like talking in front of people. I had that fear. And Jamil, you know it. You know it. Let me tell you guys a story. I was working at a company in Fort Wayne. I had to do a speech in front of all of my peers. All of my peers. And I tell you, when I got up there to speak in front of all them people, I was shaking in my boots. I couldn't even talk. Everything was coming out of my mouth was like fumble. And I remember one particular person, and Jamil, you know who I'm talking about, talked about me like a dog. I was like, oh my God, why? What was wrong with me? Why did I go up there and just talk like that? Why did I do that? But see, the thing is that that was a risk. I had to step out and do that. That was the thing that I was most afraid of. I had to do that. And when I did that, I not only set myself up to a higher level, but then it gave me other opportunities to start speaking. So I left that job only to go to another job where every month I had to do a presentation in front of all of my peers. Oh, I'm glad, Maliaka. I had to go and do a speech every month in front of my peers. And you talk about somebody was scared, but I thank God for my last company that I was with, because if I didn't do that, if I didn't have the practice, I wouldn't be talking to you guys today. I will not. Me in front of a camera talking, worried about how I'm going to say it and how's it going to, come out or whatever. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't have been here today. So this is what I'm telling you. Even if you're afraid, do it afraid. Do it afraid. But the key is you have to do it. You can't sit back and think that you only read, and here's the thing. Let me tell you this. It holds you back from growth. That's the key. That is the key. It holds you back for growth. So you stay on this plateau level and you never move. That's it. So I'm asking you guys today, if there's something that you are afraid of, go out and do it. Even you say, I'm scared of water, I'm scared of heights, I'm scared of this, I'm scared of bridges, I'm scared of elevators, I'm scared of escalators. Yes, I know some people that are scared of escalators. Yes, I know some people that are scared of elevators. Sharon said, it is said that public speaking is the #1 fear in America, but what you're saying is true. Yes, that's why, Sharon, let me tell you, I am taking Toastmasters. I'm part of Toastmasters now, so that I can have an opportunity to get in front of people and speak all the time. I tell you, earlier this year that we started Sister Girl Dream Big. Fearful. Hello, starting an organization, starting a seminar, and talking in front of people, but putting on a seminar, period. I was afraid. But I had to do it because I knew God was going to take me to the next level. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Yes, public speaking, if you don't want to speak and that's not your lane or whatever, sometimes it's best to just go out and do it. Even if it don't even have to be in front of a whole bunch of people. It could be at church at Bible study. Because there was a point where if I had a question at Bible study, a sister was, I wasn't saying nothing. I'll pull the pastor to the side and say, hey, pastor, can you, I got a question. I was not asking the question in front of everybody. But now I can tell you, because practice on doing it. Even when my mentor told me to go out and talk to people, whatever, I still got to go out and talk to people. And so that's what I've been doing. Fear and all, I still went and talked to people. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Hey, look, I just wrote a book, blah, blah, blah. Just kept going and talking to people. Just kept going and talking to people. And then over time, you keep doing something consistently over time, that fear will be gone. That fear will be gone. Because I also know this too. People start these MLMs, right? And if you don't know what MLM is multi-level marketing. People start these multi-level marketing and they tell you all this, hoopla about, oh, you get this nice car and you can spend time with your family. And, they sell you a dream and they get you all hype and they get to your emotions. Yes, Sharon, that is right. Practice makes permanent. Ooh, I like that. Can I repost that on Facebook? Because that was good. Practice makes permanent. Ooh, I love that one. But yeah, what I was saying about MLM, so they sell you this dream and they like, oh yeah, go out there and talk to your friends and family. Make a list. Make a list of 100 people that you know, your friends and family, and tell them about the business. And then what happens? You call one or two people about the business. And guess what? You stop. Oh, this don't work. I can't do it because they told you no. No, I ain't interested. So yes, exactly, Sharon. Amway. They tell you, oh, go make a list, and then you go out and you talk to 2 or 3 people in your family, and they tell you no, or your friends, they tell you no, and then you stop. That's what makes me. That's what bothers me when it comes to MLM. Not saying that it's a bad concept. MLMs are good, but the people that are successful is the people that get over their fears. That's why, the top people in the company is only a few at the top. And that's why I say it's a pyramid. You see a pyramid? It's only a few up there. And you got all these people at the bottom. Because they are afraid. They are afraid to go out there and talk to people. Or they are afraid of rejection. Or they are afraid of success. But they love the idea of being free. Oh, I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. But all of that really stems down to you have to get over fear. So what are you afraid of? And if there's anything out there that you are afraid of, go out there and do it. And do it just like Sharon just said. She said, practice make permanent. Continue to do it every day, consistently over time. There's a book out there I want you guys to read. I know I want you guys to read Motivated for Greatness, but I'm always giving you suggestions on other reads. There is a book out there called, it's by, oh shoot, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, I'll post it on Facebook because I can't remember what it is. But the sum of the book is about consistency and about doing things over time. Because you do small things consistently over time, you get a big reward. So if you're fearful of something and you're fearful and you overcome that fear and you do a little bit consistently over time, at the end, I said, you do it every day for 30 days. At the end of that 30 days, you're going to be a master at it. And that fear will just vanish in the air. Gone. Hey, Dallas, thank you so much for joining in. Hey, Shantia, it's just vanished, gone. And now you have to say, okay, I got to challenge myself to figure out what else I'm fearful of. What else? Yes, it does work. Darren Hardy, that's his name, Darren Hardy. And he is the editor of Success Magazine. He has a book out there. I still can't even think of the name of that book. But anywho, that's what he said. He said, you do small things over time, then you will just be a master over. You'd be a master at it at the end of it. Tina, hey Tina, how you doing? I'm so excited. Oops. So anywho, that's all I have for you guys today. Please go out there and do something that you are afraid of. Stop limiting yourself. Because it's so rewarding when you overcome that fear, when you overcome whatever it is that you're trying to do and you overcome it, the success. Thank you, Jamil. Great approach. The success at the end is so rewarding. And then you look back and you be like, what the heck was I afraid of? Why did it take me this long to do this? And then over time, you like, if I can do this, ain't no telling what else I can do. I can tell you this, When I wrote my book, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know anything about it. But it's like, now I can challenge myself. If I can write this book, what else can I write? Can I write some a workbook, or can I write another book, or can I, I don't know what else there is. But now, game on. It's like a game. You get excited like, oh shoot, if I could do this, dang, what else can I do? And then that's the growth. Then you go to the next level. And then you keep going. Most successful people, if you think about it, think of Oprah. Oprah had a very successful talk show. She went and stepped away from it and said, okay, after 25 years, I'm going to step away from this, and I need to go to the next level. Now, this woman is a billionaire, okay? She is a billionaire. And she decided that she was going to walk away, or just say, hey, I'm going to cut this talk show thing. And went and got her own network, TV network. Now Oprah just said she didn't have to go and do that. She could have just sat back and retired and chilled, played with her and her dogs, her and Stedman, living the good life. But what she do? Go out there and created a network. And y'all know exactly, maybe a movie. There you go. If you think about it now, and when she first came out with her network, everybody hated on her. Oh, she don't know what she's doing. It's going to be a flop. Da 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 da. They talked so bad about it. But guess what? Oprah kept going. She kept going, and now look at OWN. Look at OWN. So it's all about reinventing yourself. So if you're fearful of something, you just reinvent yourself to say, okay, I got to challenge myself to do something different. And so when you challenge yourself and do something different and reinvent yourself, the law, I don't know what the law of whatever, but what it's saying is that once you conquer that and you go to the next level, you have no choice but to go to the next level. You don't have no choice but to go to the next level. So I'm telling you guys, whatever you're fearful of, go out there and get it. So with that being said, I want to tell you guys, this is going to be a consistent thing over time. Shifting to Your Greatness will be here every Monday at 7 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Time. Sorry for my Central Time, folks. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, Shifting to Your Greatness. Next week, I got a huge topic to talk to you guys about. I put a little post on today on Facebook, and it's about the law of giving and receiving. That's going to be our topic for the next time. And don't forget to go to my website, www.arlettamore.com. Not only can you go on there to purchase the book, but I do have a blog. Yay! I have a blog. I put some good information on there, so go in there, check it out, and, give me feedback, that whole nine. So with that, does anybody have any questions? Any questions? This is the question time. Oh, T. Marie, hey! How you doing? I'm so happy you joined. So this is your time. And you guys, don't forget to do the thumbs up and the hearts and all that stuff, because it will be great. I know this is some good information for you guys, so make sure you do the thumbs up, do the likes. Yeah, there you go. And the hearts. I appreciate it. So any questions? Thank you. Love it. I love you guys. I love you guys. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. I love the hearts. All right. Any questions? Any questions? I'm going to have a theme song next time. Yeah. Any questions? I love you, Shantia. My sister. That's my sister from another mother. I love Shantia. I grew up with Shantia, and the times of going over your house, Shantia. Great. So, no questions. I love you guys. Till next time, next Monday, 7 p.m. here. Oh, there's a question. When are you going on the Steve? Sharon, I'm supposed to be going to not the Steve Harvey show, but I'm supposed to be going on Family Feud. I'm going to Family Feud tomorrow. I got tickets. So maybe I'll run into Steve Harvey, like, Steve, put me on your show. I got a story to tell you. But my sister did something. Sharon, let me tell you. My sister did send a letter to the producers at Steve Harvey. So you may be speaking to something, to an existence. If I said that right. I don't care. But anywho, I love you guys. Till next week. Don't forget, Shifting to Your Greatness Live. We're going to be talking about the law of giving and receiving. How important it is. All right. Talk to you next Monday. All right. Yeah. Talk to you next Monday. Bye.